owner. It switches sometimes. Now my microphone is working again, and I hope everything is fixed for the process on the stream. And I'm gonna check later if it has been recorded, or maybe I'm gonna check it now. Is live. Oh, the title is wrong. I can see if it updates all my titles. Now learning Terraform stream test is correct. At least that one. I would see if LinkedIn is live. I see myself live on LinkedIn, and I got one attendee. So, yeah, welcome. So, who's ever watching on LinkedIn, just write something into the chat. I'm gonna check it. Don't know if LinkedIn has a dashboard for the live. So write me a message. I'm gonna be happy about it if you listen to my LinkedIn live stream. Let's get back to Terraform. On Twitch, I'm also live. I hope so. Here I see, one viewer and some. No more viewing. So let's choose one exercise, and the exercise I choose is, let's take the variables. I don't know that much about the Terraform variables yet, just a beginner in learning it. So gonna take this exercise. And let's see what it does. Which of the following is not a valid variable type? Let's see if it gives any hint. This, the lab is quite good. On the left side, you got the questions. On the right side, you got it's like a full Visual Studio Code with all the Terraform plugins installed. So it gives a bit fun in coding using it. Can start directly, and you don't have to configure anything on your computer, which saves a lot of time and keeps your learning focus on what's most important in this kind, learning the variables. And let's check what they have. Variable name, type string. Okay, makes sense. Number, type bool. Seems strange. Variable distance, type number. Seems okay. The variable name is number, but the type is bool, which is confusing people, but can make it sure. Yedi is type map, so map should be something like an array. Looks like a bit JSON style. We have gender, which is type list of string. So pretty complex variables here. Type map, which is also map, another type of map, hard drive map, default, file name content. Okay, and here we have slow SSD, and we have a set. I would choose tuple, I haven't seen it. Maybe object. It's list item. And this was just guessing. A bit difficult. Which one of the below is not a valid data type in Terraform? We have seen set, we have seen map, we have seen list, we know tuple, even if I didn't find it. So I choose array, which is correct. I didn't expect HCL to come with an own variable type. It's surprising me, and it's almost as complex as Java. At least they just have one type of string here. Navigate to the directory, root Terraform. I will update the title of my stream is Learning DevOps or Become DevOps. Learning Terraform. To become so let's choose. I guess nobody of my friends is gonna be online because everybody sleeps at the time. So no watchers on the stream, which is so strange, but no matter, I will continue. Navigate to the directory, Terraform project variables. I've done that before. I'm always, which type number does the variable called number belong to? So that's the tricky one. The variable number belongs to bool. I've seen it before. Would you fetch the value of the key called slow from the variable called hard drive in Terraform configuration? I'm not sure. I think hard drive is it's a map and it's accessible by key. So map is key value based, and that should be hard drive slow, var hard drive slow. That's right. And what's the next index of element called female in the variable called gender? The index, this one is index, var gender female. I would call it 1. So 0 is male, 1 is female. And there are only 2 genders in this one. What is the type variable called users? Users. It's in set of string. Okay, set is also there. I really would love to see a larger Terraform example, but haven't seen it yet. So yeah, maybe once I find one. So, however, this variable has been defined incorrectly. Identify a mistake. I gonna run Terraform init to do this. Terraform projects, variables. Terraform init. Let's see if I get an error here. Not. But if I run Terraform plan, no changes. Oh. Type used is incorrect. Yes, the type which is used, number of bool. Tom, Jerry, Duffy, Donald, Jerry, Chip, Dale. I have no clue what's wrong. I can go next without choosing some. Strange. Very strange. I will mark that. They're gonna ask if I covered the technical errors. I failed one and cannot go back. Okay. Okay. There's one resource block. What is the value for the argument called content used in the resource block from the resource ed? The value is funnios. So they put the value directly in and don't have variables configured. Now let's update this resource. Yedi. So variable Yedi has the default. Okay. I'm not sure. I would say variables.yedi right here. var.yedi. Which is wrong. Wasn't right. File name content, it's the default. I hope so. Let's check. Done everything wrong, so I connected the variables the right way. Yedi, which has with a key file name, and Yedi with a file name with the key content. So my variables lab is already through in, what did that take? 11 minutes. Could not go back. This is actually a pretty good trick to come on to get feedback from your users. You can say everything went well or what went wrong. You collect quality data and you can react on this user data, how to optimize your software. User interface issues, I would call it. Submit it. So let's see. Here we got advertising now. They have a lot of labs, and now I'm gonna get Kodekloud. The free labs again. Let's do one more Terraform free lab. I don't know how. I'm not good at the commands. I will practice a bit more commands. Did I not end the session? I end it now. I'm not logged in here. Nothing registered. So I hope it's allowed to do it on a stream. But actually, as it's their free content and I'm advertising it, I hope so. Maybe I'm gonna check for the paid content, which offers you a lot more later. Let's see if I can go for... Analytics. I don't see my live on LinkedIn. No, it's confusing me. Here's my event, and let's check if it's still live. Yeah, I'm still online. Should refresh my page. And actually we can do the next exercise. And the next exercise is about, I've got the Visual Studio Code editor on the right side again. Which command can be used to create visual representation of my resources? I never tried it. I think Terraform map. No. Ah. Map does not exist. So, got a second watcher on Twitch. So, yeah, drop something in the chat if you like. I'm coding some Terraform exercises here. And Graph tells me to run Terraform init before. So this one is actually, well, it's kind of visual representation. Let's see what the others do. Terraform, of course. view also not exist, flow not exists. So it might only be graph. But let's check Terraform help. This was 1 minus or 2 minus. Both seems working. So let's check the Terraform map. Terraform graph was the correct answer. So yeah. We have created in configuration directory Terraform projects project Shazam, and the configuration file is inside generated as a private key and then a certificate signing request using that key. However, the configuration contains error related to the arguments used in the resource block. There's a command called validate to identify stuff which is wrong. Project. Let's look if I need to run Terraform init before. No. So let's check if he means like errors are bits. So the arguments are all defined like almost like in an XML language or any domain-specific language. You are only allowed to use arguments which are part of the Terraform context, and you will notice if you use wrong one, even with like code completion. And let's run validate again. Now it's okay. Terraform plan will not work here as I need. Oh, it's working. Don't need to do init before. That's strange. Okay. Yes. Oh. Hmm. 485. Here comes an Erdun. Okay. I'm not reading everything. You do not need to run the command. Task is only to ensure validate runs. And now I'm gonna get more about the checks. No, it didn't run successful. Yeah, okay. I did the plan. Now the apply fails. So apply will fail again because the CSR message too long for ASI key size, and I'm not sure where it's defined, but I'm sure I'm gonna learn it in this exercise. Even I'm not good in the key value stuff. No, didn't complete successfully. And no is right answer here. The Terraform apply command may have failed even through Terraform validate. This is expected behavior. So Terraform validate commands only make a basic syntax check, and for more check, if everything runs even with the infrastructure, you can use Terraform apply. Now I'm gonna see if it corrects it. Okay. In line 10. So So what's in line 10? I don't know what is. But what is too long? Request CSR creating. Someone of my followers are very good in Terraform and could help me with like defining the key. TL is private key PHM. I'm not even sure where the key is defined. Should not be in the state. Provider. There was an AI button. Maybe I should hit it. I asked this AI how to fix. Let's see what the Kodekloud AI assistant does. SR bits should be 2048 or 4096. Let's check again. Now it seems running, so I fix it. Oh, yeah. Here it also offers the solution. So if I get completely stuck, I could not offer this one, but the solution. And I'm gonna check. I have to get to know more about the keys. So the next question, I think this exercise is going to be the last one for today. Terraform format. Okay. You can run Terraform FMT. Main TF should be reformatted, but I didn't notice. Let me do some bullshit here. And then I run it again. Okay. Just corrects like intention. Let's see. So it already comes, which is a good stuff. For JSON, you need an extra thing, but this one seems to come with an original code style corrector, which is useful. Next command I'm gonna learn is probably navigate to project A. Let's check project A. Huh. So, project A, and I'm also there. Navigate to the directory. The resources defined in the configuration have already been created. Your task is to determine the value of file name. Argument you use is one of the resources. So, it's easy. Project A, file name, opt codes. But it doesn't. It must be configured from the Terraform state. I would run it. State. It is so late and I'm so bad. State list. Let's see. Terraform state show. File name, root codes. Here we have it. So with state list and state shows, we see all the resources. And after this one, I will go to sleep. Except somebody starts writing me on my YouTube broadcasts. As I see like 4 listeners inside the stream now. What are providers? Plugins, registry, protocol. Providers are not plugins, as far as I understand. What are providers in Terraform? Let's ask the AI, what are providers? I think providers are like cloud providers, local AWS, and all this kind of stuff. Oh, they are like plugins, bridge between Terraform and various cloud platforms. Okay, they are more like plugins. I didn't expect it to be a plugin. Here, more like a driver than like a plugin. Cloud servers, SaaS. They are called plugins. So let's get back to the task. I would say plugins. Learned something new again. Which of the following is valid subcommand of the Terraform providers command? Status, mirror, update, list. I would see. Let's try Terraform providers minus help, log, mirror, and schema. Mirror is a valid subcommand. Yes. And a new configuration directly Terraform projects provider has been created. We have already executed Terraform init command. I have cd provider. So you always need to execute Terraform init when you do stuff, but now the lab exercise already did it for me. I can run it manually again. So good exercises here. Now please verify the provider plugins that have been downloaded using the command line utility rather than examine the Terraform directly after completion. This verification, select appropriate option. Form providers. Here we see AWS and local and AWS. Even I could see it in the init command, like here AWS and local are loaded as a plugin. If you run the init, you see them being loaded as plugin, and this one is AWS. So ended lab session took 20 minutes instead of 1 hour, but you can already can also take more time. Like in the beginning, it took some more time. If you like this exercise, I can recommend you one session on Meetup. You're gonna find the, let's see if I can find it again that fast. You can go to Meetup and you can join the DevOps Hamburg group. And in DevOps Hamburg, like I'm originally from Hamburg, you find the DevOps Learning Group, which is today was a session at 7 p.m. European time, and the next session gonna be this past events. I don't have scheduled a next event, which is good. I will schedule another session, copy the event. Maybe I can do it right now. I will say duplicate event, and I will schedule something for, it's the, which do we have next week? It's the 22nd of October. First I need to recheck if there are no upcoming events. Really online via Zoom. Our successful DevOps session is going, DevOps learning session to continue. Topic, feel free to join. Or expert. You are going to learn something new. You can be sure to improve your skills. Yes, so if you want to take part in a live exercise, doing this kinds of labs, doing some real on-site, or maybe we can see some real world project, then join the DevOps. I have to set the date correctly. Date is, It's the 17th, but the 22nd. End time is 2100. Duration is mostly 1.5 hours. I set it to 2 hours. And you are welcome to this event. I just need to make sure I didn't. I just need to make sure that I didn't pre-configure the event. But I'm pretty sure past events, no next event announced. Let's check. So the next DevOps session is going to be next week. This time, today I didn't got enough of it, and so I make another session myself, continue learning. Next one gonna be a bit more focus on questions, or a bit on real projects. I'm not completely sure yet, but if you want to learn Terraform, join the session. You are welcome. Otherwise, connect me on LinkedIn, share on YouTube, and see you again next time. I'm gonna quit my stream now. I know there have been some shortly listeners, and I'm back in streaming business. So yeah, it was a great pleasure to do it.